Alright, hello everyone, this is Mr. Crozier. I'm going to give you help on problem 7 and 8 here. Alright, our job is to graph this equation here. Well, what we learned yesterday was that this is in standard form with an a value of 3 and a b value of negative 24 and a c value of 45. So with these values we can find the vertex, because if we want to graph this we need to have this vertex value in the middle. So let's see here. The formula was, and this is what you want to remember, opposite of b over 2a. So we take the opposite of the b value, which is 24, because they negative 24, and we divide it by 2 times a, and 2 times a would be 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. This becomes our vertex, meaning when I graph this, I'm going to have this nice, neat line down the middle which separates this parabola into two sides here. Alright, so this is 4. And what we want to do is find two more values. We'll do 5 and 6, and we'll do 3 and 2. And if we find all these values, we can plot it and make a nice parabola. Alright, well, we're going to plug in 4 to this equation. So we have 4 squared minus 24 times 4 plus 45. Alright, now we just have to do the algebra, and we have 4 squared is 16, 16 times 3, 16 times 3 is 48, minus 24 times 4 is 96, plus 45. And it looks like a long problem to do, except if I change this to negative, now I have positives and negatives. And I can put these two together to get 48 plus 45 is 93, negative 96. So they are large numbers, but if you put them together and with the positives together and the negatives together, it becomes a simple problem. That's just negative 3. So this becomes our vertex. So now we know where the vertex is. 4, negative 3 is right here. We do the same thing now, but we're going to plug in 3, because we're going to do this side. So we have 3 squared minus 24 times 3 plus 45. 3 squared is 9. Let me adjust this camera, sorry. 3 squared is 9 times 3 is 27, minus 24 times 3, 72, plus 45. Again, a long problem here, but if I change this here and make this a negative, and if I put these two together, 27 plus 45, if I write that out over here, 27 plus 45, that's 72. 72 plus negative 72, hey, that's just 0. So there are large numbers, but they usually turn into something nice and easy at the end. So this is 0, and if I put if this is 0, then that means this is 0 here because they're symmetrical. If you plug in 2, do the math, you'll get 9, so this becomes 9 here. Alright, so now I can plot these points. Over to 3, up to 0 is this one. 5, 0 is right there next to it, symmetrical. 6, 9, that's way up here. And 2, 9, well, that's way up here. And there's my parabola. And if you want to, if you have a highlighter, go over it with a highlighter. But that's how we're going to do it. And the key is this box right here. Find the vertex first. Alright, on problem number 8, we have an a value of 1/2. We just have to work with fractions. A b value of negative 4 and a c value of 12. Opposite of b over 2a. Opposite of b would be a negative 4 would be a positive 4. And 2 times a. Well, here's a, and 2 times a would be 2 times 1/2, which would be 2 over 2, which would be 1. So my vertex is again 4. So I'm going to put 4 in the middle. 5, 6, 3, 2. Alright, let's figure out what 4 is. Half of 4 squared minus 4 times 4 plus 12. 4 squared is 16. Half of 16 is 8 minus 16 plus 12. Well, negative 16 in the middle. 8 plus 12 is 20, plus negative 16 is 4. Let's plug in 3. Half of 3 squared minus 4 times 3 plus 12. Well, 3 squared is 9. Half of 9 is 9 halves. Minus 12 plus 12. Well, watch, if I make this a negative, I have a negative 12 and a positive 12. Gone, gone. That's 0. 9 halves is 4.5 if you want to graph it easily. And if you plug in 6 and do the math, you will get, oops, if you plug in 2 and do the math, you'll get 6 and 6. All you have to do is plot the points. 4, 4, over 4, up 4. Right there. This is the axis of symmetry. 3, 4.5 here. 5, 4.5 there. 2, 6. 6, 6. Here, here, and there's our problem. All right, hope this helps.